Hello all and welcome to the first round of the state playoffs. The day is finally here for both these teams. It's been a long postseason for both these squads, and both teams finally meet here today where the Bakersfield Christian Eagles will host the Eastlake Titans. I'm John Khalil, followed by
Waylon Hufford.
Waylon, finally back here at the nest, the 3-seed Eagles. It's been a long postseason from both teams, huh?
It has, yeah. BCHS getting the first round bye in their section run, taking down Liberty, Edison, and Monache in their playoff run. That Monache game was this past Saturday. BCHS taking the win 2-1 against Monache up at Fresno State to bring them here for the first round of state playoffs. Then we go over to Eastlake, having to take on El Capitan. They won that game 7-2. Looking at the other two opponents, Steel Canyon taking the win 10-1, and a very dominant performance in their section championship, winning that game 9-0.
9-0 is a big number, Waylon. You know, both these teams very dominant, very dominant pitchers on both sides, and some big hitters here. So we are in for a fun one here at the nest.
Yeah, it should be a very exciting game. Saw a stat just the other day. The BCHS pitcher Annabelle Hinojosa, 299 strikeouts on the season. Those are some career numbers for some high school pitchers. But then you get and you look at it and you're like, dang, that was over one season. It's pretty crazy. So
for the Eagles, when we look at the lineups, leading off, Matty Misaraka, then Hinojosa, Nichols, Carr, Storm, Billington, Chavez, Hilvers, Thomas, and Swanson. Been the key lineup all year for the Eagles.
Yeah. The last game that we were broadcasting here saw a couple home runs. One landed literally 5 feet away from us in center field, and the other one was absolutely crushed into right field. So should be a very, very entertaining game here for the first round of state playoffs as we get ready for first pitch coming very soon.
First pitch coming up. Hinojosa starting it off for the Eagles here today. Having a great season. Here's the first pitch coming up in this state playoff run. Here's Hinojosa, first pitch, right down the middle for a strike. As spoken about before, Hinojosa strikeout heavy.
Very,
very strikeout heavy. One of the best in the state. Pitch number 2 coming up for Hinojosa as that one swung on, fouled off. Count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, Hinojosa currently has 2 perfect games on the season, 1 no-hitter, and is currently the #1 pitcher in California for strikeouts this season with 299 strikeouts.
Yeah, Hinojosa, the 2029 Chapman commit. Looking to do big things over there. Count remains 0-2. Fourth pitch coming up for Hinojosa. That one is low and inside for a ball. Batting for the Titans, Desiree Gomez, shortstop, leading it off here today. Pretty warm day here, Waylon, huh?
Yeah.
It's getting through the desert year for Bakersfield.
It is.
It gets pretty bad over here.
And the crazy thing is it's only 89, but it certainly
it
certainly feels like it's more than that.
As that one's in the dirt for a ball. Count goes 2-2. Breeze coming in here. Pitch come from Hinojosa. That one swung on, fouled off once again. Counts can remain 2 apiece. Waylon, how many home runs are we going to see here today?
It's a great question, John. I mean, last game we saw 2. I'm gonna say over 2. We're gonna see over 2 home runs.
Over 2 home runs. The call from Waylon. Here's a pitch from Hinojosa on outside corner. Not gonna get the strike there as the count goes to full. 3-2. Full count here. Gomez showing plenty of plate discipline at this first at-bat of this state game. Here's Hinojosa. Payoff pitch as that one swung on to center field. Now it's a routine play from Dakota Rivers as one gone for the Eagles.
A pretty routine play there. I mean, solid contact on the hit, but very easy catch for Dakota Rivers out in center field.
For the Titans, though, that's some great play discipline there.
Yeah.
You know, work the count a little bit. Hinojosa, you know, very, very precise with the strikes. Anything to work the arm.
Very good at bat.
Here's Pham at bat here for the Titans as that one is in for a strike from Hinojosa.
Yeah, Pham currently batting .339 on the season so far. 10 RBIs. No home runs on the season.
As that one is on the outside. But not going to creep in as the count goes to 1-1. Yeah, Pham, one of the best hitters on this squad here for the Titans. Great contact hitter and could get anyone in there. As that one swung on left field, that drops for a knock. First one on for the Titans today. Pham going for 2, and she is safe. Stand up double for the Titans to get this first inning going.
Yeah, just as you were talking about, John, I mean, great contact hitter there, and that's all she does in that at bat. I mean,
just as we said.
Yeah. I mean, perfectly placed, just out of the reach, a left fielder, but a solid hit nonetheless to make it a stand-up double. The first hit of the game for Eastlake off the second batter.
They got some good hitters for sure. It's a state of playoffs. It's a different animal.
Yeah.
Third batter here, Hinojosa first pitch. Right down the middle, low for a ball. Second pitch coming up from Hinojosa. Pham at second. Here's a pitch. Outside for a strike. Evens up the count to 1 apiece. It's getting loud here at the nest. Here's Hinojosa, pitch number 3 coming up. High for a ball.
Now up to bat. Mackenzie Olszewski, she's batting .457 on the season, has the highest batting average on the team.
Whoa.
Yeah.
.457 is not usual.
42 hits on the season, 30 RBIs, 7 home runs. So she's currently leading the team in almost every area of hitting.
She is their premier hitter, and this is where you want her here when you have someone in scoring position.
Exactly.
Counts at 2-2. Pitch number 5 coming up for Hinojosa here. That one's inside for a ball. Count goes to full. Hinojosa throwing a lot of pitches here early in this first inning. Not usual.
No, not exactly, but the last game that Jude and I did that we broadcasted together, there was a couple times where the other team had runners on second and third, and they were able to work their way out of a jam. So,
speaking of that, Hinojosa finds the outside corner, but it's going to go for a ball and a walk. 2 ladies on base for the Titans. Noza talking it out with her squad a little bit here, trying to figure things out. One gone, 2 ladies on base. It's going to be a competitive atmosphere here today, as always is for a state game.
Definitely.
First pitch coming up, new batter here for the Titans. And Hosa, swing and a miss. Some good stuff there. Fastball got right past the batter. She was too early on that one.
Yeah, the batter, Bryn Grayson, the junior, batting .352 on the season. Another one of the leaders on the hitting side for Eastlake.
As that one's inside, finds it. Inside corner for a strike. Pitch number 3 coming up for Hinojosa. Swing and a miss. That's a K there. First of the game for Hinojosa. 2 gone now for the Eagles. Number 18, Brianna Ayup, second baseman. Left-handed hitter. First pitch from Hinojosa. Inside. Gonna find the zone for a strike. Two ladies remain on base for the Titans. Second pitch here from Hinojosa. That's swung on. Gonna find the grass for a knock. As that one's thrown to the catcher. All gonna remain safe. Bases loaded for the Titans. They are raking early here, Waylon.
They are. Looking like a very dangerous team. Getting runners on all the bases, getting the bases loaded this early in a game is something that we don't usually see very often here. So, should make for quite an interesting matchup.
The bases loaded, 2 gone. Huge at bat here for Hinojosa. As that's pitch swung on. Can she make a play on it? She doesn't.
That one's gonna drop foul, but yeah, great attempt by the first baseman there.
This Eagles defense has been great all year long.
It has.
One of their best aspects as a team, and the reason why they've gone this far here. Wow, you look at the other side of the ball. Titans got a lot of hitters. Then Hosa on the inside, not going to find the zone. Count goes to 1-1. Hinojosa figuring out with her catcher, Eleni Storm. Is pitch number 3. That's swung on, fouled off. Count going to go to 1-2.
Huge moment here early in the game. Eagles 1 strike away from getting themselves out of this jam. Eastlake 1 hit away from just getting a run.
Hinojosa high. Too high for a ball. Count's going to go to 2-2.
That's another thing I've noticed early on. This Eastlake team is very disciplined at the plate compared to some of the other teams the Eagles have played so far in this postseason run.
Here's a 2-2 pitch from Hinojosa. Swung on over the fielder's head, and the Titans are going to score not 1, but 2. 2 runners score as they take a 2-0 lead on the road in this state playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, great way to stay disciplined there up at the plate, and great contact. Brings in 2 runs early.
What an inning for the Titans. Much needed on the road as they take a premier lead here. Hinojosa first pitch here, swing and a miss on the inside. Good stuff from her there. Right past the swing. Eagles facing some adversity here in this first inning as that one swung on, foul off to the crowd. As that count moves to 0-2. Batter stepped off the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Hinojosa, looking to get out of this one. That's a strikeout for Hinojosa as she gets out of this jam. Titans had an impactful inning, scoring 2 runs here while the Eagles look to answer.
Yeah, John, that's some great ball from this Eastlake team. Definitely want to get up early on these Eagles, especially being on the road. So, I mean, great inning there, scoring 2 runs.
Absolutely, yeah. That's exactly how you would want to start a game here.
Oh, exactly. Especially, I mean, like, being on the road and everything.
Oh, yeah, that all plays a factor. Big-time runs and big-time hits here from the Titans.
So, John, it is summertime here. School's out. How's your summer been going so far?
Been going good, Waylon.
Solid.
Had a solid little vacation.
Okay, nice.
Just came back. Looking forward here to see this game.
Yeah.
Working more on our stuff.
It's great.
What about you, Waylon?
Oh, you know, it's been going pretty good.
Been
Yeah.
relaxing?
Yeah. Honestly, trying to stay busy. I'm one of those people that kind of just wants to be doing stuff
Yeah.
all the time, so.
I agree with that completely.
Now, for those of you that are watching, this is an NFHS network broadcast, but this broadcast is brought to you by the Bakersfield Christian High School Student Broadcasting Network here at BCHS. We're broadcasting live on the NFHS network for this CIF state championship game, round 1 of state playoffs.
And leading off, who's that, Waylon? Maddie Misaraka, the leadoff hitter for the Eagles here today and all season long. 2-star athlete, having a great year. Great defensive ability, as that's what she's known for.
Also a great hitter, batting .415 with 3 home runs on the season. Having one of those home runs the last broadcast that we did.
First pitch, swing and a miss there. Good fastball gets right past Mr. Rocca. First little look at the Titans pitching here. Here's the second one coming up. That's too high on the outside as the count goes even to 1-1. Mr. Rocca also known for her plate discipline. A very precise player at bat. Here's the third pitch here on the outside for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. Pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, tipped off the bat. Count goes even at 2 apiece. Two pitch here. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss in. Mr. Rocca has to go home. 1 gone for the Titans. Good pitch there from Siriano, the junior. As this brings up pitcher-to-pitcher matchup here. Siriano versus Hinojosa.
Hinojosa batting .275 on the season. 16 runs batted in off of 22 hits.
Right down the middle for Siriano as she finds his zone. That was too easy for her. Count goes to 0-1. It's a pretty enticing matchup here, Waylon, huh?
It is.
Swing and a miss. Suriano gets past Hinojosa there. Count goes to 0-2. Pretty good start from the Titans here. As Suriano's going to step off and tie her shoes, it seems like.
Both. Oh.
Or is it the umpire having a little discussion?
I believe it's the umpire. It appears that there's a cameraman on the field, and the umpire is asking him to step off of the field and take pictures from the outside.
Well, Waylon, someone pay for that photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, he needs to get those pictures in.
Yeah, he does.
Those are not cheap, too.
No.
They're not cheap at all.
Sports photos are pretty pricey.
0-2 pitch to Hinojosa. Too high. Hinojosa getting the break there. Count goes to 1-2. Titans in their pinstripe gray away uniforms, contrasting the Eagles' white. As that one swung on to third base, and that's the most routine play you will ever see. 2 gone now for the Titans. As they're going to talk about it on the mound, and you cannot ask for a better start.
Yeah. 2 back-to-back outs in quick fashion, limiting the pitches on the arm of Suriano. That is going to bring up the third hitter, Tia Nichols, for the Eagles, who is currently batting .451 on the season.
That one's high for a ball. And Tia Nichols, 2-sport athlete, great at basketball as well. Guess how tall she is, Waylon?
How tall, John?
She's 6'1". Wow. She's a power hitter. Second pitch, swung on, ground ball, routine play, no! Too high over the first baseman. Nichols gonna get the easiest second base run you could ever see. What was that?
Looks like overthrew first baseman right overhead into the dugout.
Whoa.
So,
well over the first baseman.
oh,
Thought something got stopped there.
yeah.
It's first error on the day for the Titans.
And that is going to bring up the CSUB commit Kaylee Carr to the plate. Carr has 10 home runs on the season, leading the team.
First pitch into the dirt. Gonna go for a ball. And you know what the Eagles need here? Kaylee Carr, as you said before, 10 home runs.
Yeah.
The power hitter here for the team. They need a bomb from her here right now.
And the person in second place with home runs, standing on second base, Tia Nichols, with 9.
As that one's on the outside corner for a ball.
Outside for a strike. Outside for a ball. Outside corner for a strike.
Here's a 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Big break there from Suriano.
You can even say it's hard to read the umpire.
And well, you know, at this angle here, it is hard to read the umpire.
It is.
What's going on is that one's high. Is Nichols trying to steal? Did they get her? No, she is safe. Two-one pitch here. That's swung on, foul off though towards the dugout of the Eagles. Count's going to go to 2 apiece. Runner in scoring position for the Eagles. Here's Suriano, the 2-2 pitch. That's swung on, far, fouled off. That one had some power to it from our angle, but
It did.
just went slightly to the left.
Yeah, and Nichols was already on home plate by the time that ball landed.
Yeah.
He took off running off of that hit. Just in the off chance it would drop fair.
Count's going to remain at 2-2. Here's Suriano. Swing and a miss. She gets Carr off. And that's going to retire to the side. Eagles leave person on base as it's time for Hinojosa to come back to pitch.
Yeah, not the ideal inning for the Eagles, especially giving up 2 runs early in the first. And Eastlake looking to repeat the success of the first inning as they're coming up to bat. And we're going to be going to commercial break. We will be right back.
And welcome to the top of the first. Hinojosa's first pitch here, high for a ball. Top of the second, excuse me.
It's all good, John.
Here's a 1-0 pitch, too low for a strike. Count goes to 1 apiece here. Third pitch coming up for Hinojosa. Low inside for a strike. Hinojosa known for her strikes. Great strikeout pitcher. See if she can get another K here. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swung on to third. Oh, that was quick. Right in her glove.
Great reaction time, getting the glove up there. Easy out for the Eagles. Put the leadoff hitter away.
That's big time. That's exactly what they need to hear. Get one gone, not too many pitches thrown. Here's Hinojosa on the pitch, inside for a ball. Hinojosa once again swung on to the crowd, foul off. Count's going to go to 1-1. One gone for the Titans. Here's a pitch from Hinojosa on the inside for a strike. Finds his own. Perfect pitch there. Much needed as she gets ahead of the count. The 1-2 pitch. Outside for a ball. Couldn't get the benefit of it out there. Kind of goes even to 2-2. The dugout's been pretty loud, Waylon. I can tell you that. We're far away, and we can hear them pretty good. Here's a 2-2 from Hinojosa. Off the glove of the pitcher. Can she get in time? She doesn't. Runner gets safe there. Gets one on base. Big time play for the Titans.
Yeah, that was a close play.
Yeah.
Close play at first. Umpire calling it safe. Giving the benefit of the doubt to the runner.
Remains one out and one on base for the Titans.
As that is going to bring up Desiree Gomez to bat for Eastlake.
That one swung on in foul territory. Gonna hit the top of the dugout metal. Makes the count 0-1.
Gomez batting .315 on the season. One of the many seniors on this Eastlake team.
Then Gomez having a great year. Titans all around having a great year as that one's fouled off once again. This count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, really interesting here, John. The Titans, their overall season record was 20-11-1. They went 0-6 in league, finishing 4th.
Whoa.
So really interesting stat there.
0-6 in league.
They make playoffs, obviously, because of their overall record, but not great.
Yeah.
Not great going 0-6, then going into playoffs, but they've clearly done fantastic in this playoff run.
I mean, it just shows the levels of sports and the levels of divisions, what that does.
Yeah.
That one was in low for a ball. That one swung on high in foul territory, out of Miss Rocca's landing space. The count remains 1-2.
Well, if this tells you anything, one of the teams in their league is Modern Day. So.
Yeah. I mean, Eastlake is known for being pretty in a tight little division there.
Yeah.
In other sports, especially.
Yeah, Modern Day naturally being one of the
tell me about them.
The top schools in all of California for pretty much everything.
Swing and a miss from Hinojosa there, and that gets Gomez out of there. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Annabelle. 2 gone now for the Titans. It's number 4, Ryan Pham, hitting here for the Titans. Second at bat of the day as that one's inside for a strike. Good pitch from Hinojosa there, and seems like she's starting to find herself, Waylon.
Yeah, I mean that was something that we saw in the first couple of innings. The last game we broadcast, it just takes a little bit to start finding the zone, but once she does, it's pretty hard to get a hit off.
And that was swung on foul territory. Gonna go for a strike. Count goes to 0-2. 2 outs. And Annabelle Hinojosa needs to get out of this one. You know, speaking of Ryan Pham, the left fielder, she's actually the captain of this team.
Yeah, one of the 3
One
I
of the
saw.
3.
She's batting .339 on the season. 10 RBIs, 19 hits.
Hinojosa swing and a miss, and she gets out of that one. That's what we know Hinojosa for. As she retires aside, no runs in, 1 lady left on base for the Titans, and the batting crew for the Eagles coming up next.
Yeah. Yep. After the end of the top of the first, with the score of 0 for the Bakersfield Christian Eagles and 2 for the Eastlake Titans.
To the bottom of the second we go. Eagles back in business. No runs scored for the Titans in the previous order. Eleni Storm starting it off here at the bottom of the second for the Eagles, the catcher. Senior catcher having a great year. Just a pitch to Storm. Swing and a miss for a foul. Foul tip, excuse me. 0-1 pitch. Siriano looking to find something here. Is that one swung on deep from Storm, but caught by the center fielder. Oh, that was close. Waylon, was that?
Yeah, that was close to being gone, but center fielder makes the catch.
One gone for the Eagles.
That is going to bring up the designated pitcher, or nope, designated hitter, sorry. Ashley Billington for the Eagles.
As that pitch was outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch that swung on in foul territory. Count's going to go to 1 apiece. Siriano's been having a good game so far, Waylon.
She has.
Absolutely. A lot of swing and misses, a lot of ground balls, for sure. She do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a lot of quick outs.
Quick outs for sure, yeah.
As a pitcher, that's definitely crucial. You want that.
That's a swing and a miss. Good stuff there from Siriano. She has been dealing here so far. Count goes to 1-2. One gone for the Eagles. It's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and add another K to her resume here today. That's number 4 on the day for Siriano. 2 gone now for the Eagles.
As that is going to bring up number 6, Vioni Chavez, to the plate. Batting .218 on the season, 10 RBIs, off of 17 hits.
And that pitch was right down the middle for a strike. Siriano having a good day here so far. Proving herself. And that's another swing and a miss. 0-2 with 2 gone. Eagles facing a lot of adversity here as that one swung on to fielder, and that's going to retire the inning.
Quick 1-2-3 inning there for the Titans, as at the end of 2 the score is going to stay 2-0. The Titans in the lead here as they are up to bat. Now leading off for the Eastlake Titans at the top of the 3rd inning here. It's going to be number 10.
That one swung on high in foul territory, but out of play. Yeah, Waylon, number 10 for the Titans. Has a big name.
Yeah.
Olszewski, huh? Yep. Olszewski got it there. Olszewski, the 3rd baseman, and one of the 3 captains. That one swung on in foul territory out of the ballpark. As the count goes to 0-2.
Yeah.
Not too hot here today, Waylon, huh?
No. It's cooled down a little bit.
Cooled down for sure.
Yeah, first pitch it was pretty warm.
Yeah. Pitch number 3 from Hinojosa, swung on once again in foul territory and out of play. 3 of those, the same results.
Yeah, Oshinsky ranked 11th in the San Diego section with 7 home runs.
Yeah, down south teams in any sport are always going to be tough. In California, that one swung high, far to left field, out of play.
Yeah, if that one was fair, that would have been a home run.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A lot of power from these Titan hitters.
Yeah.
Four straight foul balls.
Yeah.
Working the count. See if Hinojosa can get him out here. That swung on into the dirt. Gonna go for what, Waylon? Another foul ball.
Another foul.
What's the record of foul balls? Consecutive foul balls.
I don't know, but the one time I remember there was a game you and I were doing over at baseball, and it was there was like
Probably 8.
yeah, there was a lot.
Well, we're at 5 right now. Let's see if it's the same result here. As that one swung on dead center. Gonna get it for a knock. Oh, power hit there from the Titans.
Yeah.
That one was coming straight towards my head.
Yeah. If that one would have been over the fence, John.
Yeah, I might have sub out.
Yeah, you might have had to go to the doctor there.
Yeah.
That was
I was gonna hit my dome, or maybe would have caught it. You never know.
you know, yeah, the
I
quick
got a
reflexes.
glove. Do we have a glove here?
I don't know.
We don't have a glove. Should or have Jude catch it for me.
Yeah.
Or D's gonna have to take the hit. Batter shows bunt there, but ball's gonna be out of play. Brianna Ayap batting for the Titans here. Pitch number 2 shows bunt once again, but out of play. Counts can go to 0-2.
Yeah, more foul balls. You know,
Yeah, once again,
working the count.
see if he shows bunt here. Infield comes in for the Eagles. Swing and a miss. And add another strikeout to Hinojosa's stats here today. 2 gone for the Eagles. This is the pitcher from Hinojosa, swung on, fouled in the direction of the crowd. Surprised no foul balls hit any cars
Yeah.
with the amount of foul balls we had here today.
Yeah, pretty shocking. I mean, it is nice though. They did put up this netting earlier this year around the stadium. They've or should I say, they've expanded the netting over to the
Yeah.
the side by the tennis court. I mean, there was a lot of times last year that foul balls were getting hit in the middle of tennis matches. Wasn't the
No goodness. Yeah.
wasn't the most ideal situation.
0-2. His pitch number 3 coming up for Hinojosa, trying to retire to the side. Outside for a ball. One of the more shaky pitches here in this inning. She's had a
Yeah.
great inning so far.
Yeah, great inning. Looking to make a great inning even better.
Here's Hinojosa. That one swung on in foul territory. Can Carr make a play on it? She does. As she tries to get. Oh, Nichols cannot get her hand on that one out as the runners do advance. So that's going to be 2 gone here for the Eagles as a runner advances to second in scoring position. That one swung on, power hit, but not going to get too much there as Eagles are going to retire the side finally.
They are.
Score's going to remain 2-0. Runner left in scoring position as we go to the bottom of the third.
That is going to bring up to the plate, leading off for the Eagles, Dakota Hilvers.
Yeah, Dakota Hilvers, the center fielder for this Eagles squad, having a great year so far. Great defensive player as that one swung on high in foul territory, out of play. Count goes to 0-1. Siriano up to around 4 strikeouts here today. Been dealing so far. No earned runs. Second pitch, high for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Pitch from Siriano, swinging and a miss. That was on the outside, but Hilvers went too far. Try to catch that one.
Yeah, really interesting fact here we got written out. Dakota's grandfather, Garrett Hilvers, was the first BCHS softball coach. So, wow, the softball team has some family history for the Hilvers family.
Runs deep in the blood as the count goes to 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Siriano. Swing and a miss, and that retires Hilvers. Five Ks on the day for Siriano.
That is going to bring up the next batter, number 35, Bella Thomas, up to the plate.
Yeah, Bill Thomas having a good year so far. Shortstop senior, been facing some adversity, having a couple of injuries to deal with.
She's currently batting .300 on the season.
Yeah, just got off the IL a couple weeks ago as that one's high for a ball once again. The count goes 2-0.
Yeah, made it right off the IL, just in time for playoffs. She's been making an impact this playoff run.
Pitch number 3 is that one swung on, fouled off. Count goes to 2-1.
You know, it's a pretty full house here at BCHS. Got the crowd packed behind home plate, and another interesting feature, crowd lined up on the outfield wall.
That's another swing and a miss there. Count goes even at 2-2. Way to build it back up for Siriano. She's been dealing here. 2-2 pitch. High for a ball. Count goes to full. That one climbed the ladder. The payoff pitch here. That's swung on high for routine play. Is 2 gone now for the Eagles.
Pretty funny there. It was a routine play, but the Eagles dugout screaming as the ball was dropping, try to get the first baseman to drop the ball there. And that is going to bring up the one hitter, number 1, Madison Mizuraka.
Yeah, back to the top of the order here. Mizuraka. That one's outside for a ball. Two gone here. Second pitch coming up for Seriano as that one swung on for another easy play as that retires the side once again.
Yeah.
To the top of the 4th we go. Score remains 2-0. No one left on base.
And leading off for the Eastlake Titans here in the top of the 4th, it's going to be number 21, the junior, Mia Vasquez.
As that pitch from Hinoza went inside for a strike. Getting ahead of the count early. Top of the 4th inning. Time crunching down. Not quite in crunch time. That one swung on. Fly ball into left field. Mizuraka makes the play there. The junior, Maddie Mizuraka, known for her defense. As that's one gone here.
After that quick out, it's going to bring up number 1 for the Eastlake Titans, Jaylene Jenkins, to the plate.
Jenkins having a solid overall year, having a good postseason. First pitch to Jenkins, climbed a ladder high on the outside for a ball. Yeah, and Hinoza could absolutely use a couple of these quick outs here.
Definitely.
For sure. This pitcher, Hinoza, swing and a miss. As that's what she's known for. That's her bread and butter.
Yeah, Jenkins tried to check herself on the swing. Umpire seeing she went around, so that's going to be called a strike.
This pitcher, Hinoza, finds the corner.
After the check swing, the appeal was made over to the first base umpire. Batter did not go around. It's going to be a ball.
2-1 pitch from Hinoza on the outside, finds a zone. Count goes even at 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Hinoza here. No one on base for the Titans. One gone. Into the dirt as we go to a 3-2 count. dugout is loud. Getting up there.
It is.
Storm and always having a little bit of discussion here of the payoff pitch. Pretty warm day, pretty sunny right now. Not too many clouds, clear sky. A little bit of a breeze, not too bad. We could do it with it here.
Yeah, I know. The breeze would just pick up a little bit more. It'd be nice.
Especially have a little bit of shade.
Yeah.
Payoff pitch coming up for Hinojosa. Inside for a strikeout. Good play there from Hinojosa.
Yeah.
Umpire gave the benefit of the doubt there.
Yeah, from our angle, that was a really close call.
I was a little surprised there. Got to get a little bit of oomph to that one.
Yeah.
It's 2 gone for the Eagles. Swing and a miss for Hinojosa, and she's starting to heat up a little bit, I fear.
Yeah, Chloe Cruz, the batter for the Eastlake Titans.
That one's low on the inside into the dirt for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. 2 gone for the Eagles. Been a good inning here so far for them.
It has. 2 relatively quick outs there.
Here's the pitch on the outside. Gonna find the zone. Good pitch there from Hinojosa. 0-2, and she is finding the zone now. Finding the outskirts of it. Third pitch from Hinojosa trying to get out of here as that's tipped off the bat for a foul ball. Count remains 0-2.
You know, even though the Eagles gave up 2 early runs in the first, it's been relatively smooth sailing ever since, you know, limiting the base runners. Haven't been that many.
The 0-2 pitch once again. Hinojosa outside for a strikeout. The Eagles retire to the side fairly quick as this game will remain 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th where the Eagles are trying to make a comeback.
And we are going to start the bottom of this 4th inning with a pitcher's duel. Hinojosa up to bat for the Eagles.
Yeah, she struck out her last at bat, I believe.
Yeah.
Suriano been dealing a whole game today in this state playoff game.
Absolutely.
Only a handful of hits, no earned runs.
Yeah, only 1 actual hit, one of them being an error, but
As once again, swing and a miss. Right down the middle of the zone.
actually now that I think about it, the 1 hit was an error because Nichols reached second off of an error, so the only base runner so far for the Eagles coming off of an error.
As that one was far off for a ball. One pitch here, too high. Gonna go for a ball once again. 2-1 the count goes to. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and more even. Two pitch from Siriano as that swung on, fouled off behind the plate. Heat catching up, the sun shining a little more right now. Siriano fingered out with her catcher here. There's a 2-2 pitch coming. That one climbs a ladder, gonna go to full count. Good at bat from Hinojosa for sure. Absolute positive. Full count here. Payoff pitch, ground ball to the shortstop, and that's a routine play. One gone for the Titans.
That is going to bring up Tia Nichols to the plate. The only base runner so far for the Eagles reached off of an error. Well, it looked to be a very routine play for the third baseman. Turns into an error after she overthrew the first baseman. Nichols reached second after that ball entered the dugout.
First pitch, too high for a ball. Over the 6-1 frame of Nichols. Second pitch from Siriano. Little sinker there. Doesn't find the zone for a ball. Count goes to 2-0. That one's high once again. Count goes to 3-0. Eagles getting ahead of the count early here. Pretty positive. Exactly what you need to build up a comeback. 3-0 pitch. Outside, did she go? She did. Siriano gets a benefit out there. Count goes to 3-1. One pitch, swung on in, line drive, foul ball. Count's gonna remain the same. Oh, go up to 3-2.
3-2, full count now. Siriano working her way back into this at bat. Trying to record a second out of the bottom of the fourth here.
Payoff pitch. Siriano's came back in this at bat. 3-2. Here we go. That one swung on hard for a foul ball.
Oh, that was close.
That was tight. That was a hard knock there. We thought that was gone, but that just was behind.
Yeah, that one landed in the bullpen of the baseball field over there. That was crushed. Just foul. Barely by a couple inches.
That was tough to see. Payoff pitch, and Nichols is going to get a walk here. Positive at bat for Tia Nichols. As that brings up the power hitter, Kaylee Carr, the D1 CSUB commit. This is where you want these two hitters in the lineup. In this situation right now, two power hitters.
Back to
and
back.
One on base. Eagles can make some noise here. Big at bat coming up for Cars. First pitch right down the middle for a strike.
Yeah, I can tie the game with one swing of the bat here.
One swing of the bat can make a huge difference. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's low. Swung on. Foul ball. How goes even? That goes to 0-2, excuse me. Oh, 2 pitch. Carr needs something here. That one is dead middle, but popped up, and that's going to be a routine play. Nichols gets back to first, as it's 2 gone now for the Eagles.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Lainey Storm, to bat.
Quick little at bat for Kaylee Carr there. Big blow for the Eagles. It brings up Elaine Storm.
Inning is not quite over yet. I mean,
As that was into the dirt, and Nichols tried to jump on that one, but figured to stay home. A no pitch. Here's Siriano. Low once again for a ball. Got a little higher than the last pitch, but still can't find the zone. Count goes to 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Siriano is swung on. Fly ball. Gonna get in for a knock. Nichols moves to third. Storm stays at first. There's a little bit of misconception there towards the end of that play, but the Eagles have some life here in this inning.
yeah. Got a chance to cut the lead in half with a runner on third. Got a runner on first. That was a great hit. Ball drops in between the first baseman, the center fielder, and the right fielder.
As that brings in a pinch runner in for the catcher, Laney Storm. Pintor, the pinch runner, as the Titans are going to have some talk.
Now, it's an interesting rule there. Because Storm is the catcher, she is allowed a pinch runner
Yeah.
in these situations. That is one of the rules with high school softball.
Two gone for the Eagles, but hey, Waylon, they could take the lead.
They could.
They could take the lead here.
They have a very good chance with the runner on first, runner on third. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Ashley Billington.
Big at bat coming up for Dillington. Billington, the sophomore, facing pressure here at this at bat. These are one of the only opportunities the Eagles have had here today. Billington, let's see what she has. First pitch. Low for a ball. Seems like she's showing bunt. The infield comes in. That one is high. Count's going to go to 2-0. Billington ahead of the count here. Let's see if she can get a knock to score in. Nichols, that one swung on, foul off behind the plate. Count goes to 2-1. Massive pitch here. Inside for a strike.
Yeah, catcher did a great job at framing that
Yeah,
one.
absolutely. We haven't talked about that much here, Waylon,
No.
about the framing of this catcher. Defensive ability has been great.
Oh, it's been fantastic.
2-2 pitch, swung on, in for a knock. That's going to score Nichols. And here comes Pintor. Is she safe? She's out. Oh. Pintor tried to get to third, but she got stopped there. In the end, that's still going to score the Eagles. Count goes to 2. The score goes to 2-1.
Yeah, Eagles cut the lead in half.
Get something there.
Yeah, after the end of 4 as we head to the top of the 5th. Eastlake up to bat. And leading off this top of the 5th inning for Eastlake will be number 3, Desiree Gomez.
That one swung on behind the plate. Count goes to 0-1. A lot of foul balls here in these last couple innings. And the Hose is starting to heat up here. Eagles previously in the inning before made some noise there. Got a couple knocks. Runner scored in. RBI goes to Billington. Pitch number 2 coming up for Hinojosa. Swung on past the base, second base, goes in for a knock.
And after that base hit, it's going to bring up number 8, Jazz Hernandez.
Yeah, that last hit just went right past the players. Thought someone was going to swoop out up. Shows bunt here, but gonna get to first. Oh, she is safe.
Nope.
Oh, she's out.
I cannot tell.
I can't.
Yep, she's out.
She's out. Quick out for the Eagles there. Olshinsky.
That's going to bring up number 10, Mackenzie Olshinsky, with a runner on second base.
Yeah, positive out from the Titans before. Runner in scoring position. Brings up Olshinsky as that one is a fly ball to center field. Hilver's on it, gets it there. Everyone's going to stay put. 2 gone now for the Titans.
That one, after that out. After that out, that's going to bring up number 22, Callie Balahadia.
Balahadia looking to get runner in as that was down the middle for a strike. And Jose hitting up here, I said countless times. She's been dealing right now in the past couple of innings, Waylon.
She has.
Big at bat here. She needs to get out of here as soon as possible. Here's Hinojosa. Swung on, fouled off behind the plate. Count goes to 0-2.
Want to give a quick shout out to Mr. Gwen, the BCHS president, who is standing out in left field. He's been at pretty much every home game for both softball and baseball.
Yeah.
Did a little broadcast with Jude and I one time. I mean, he's very interested in the sport. Used to play, used to coach. So, always good to see him out here, even after the school year's wrapped up.
The 1-2 pitch coming out for Hinojosa. That one is slapped. Fly ball to in the territory of Helvers. That retires the side. Eagles don't leave anything off there. Titans leave a runner in scoring position as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Back here, bottom of the 5th. Here we go. Eagles looking to tie this game up or take the lead. Suriano has been having a great game as she faces Vianney Chavez here. Chavez looking to kickstart something for the Eagles. Wow. Suriano looks to keep things peaceful at 2-1. First pitch low into the dirt for a ball. Second pitch, swung on, ground ball, out of play. Count goes still 1-1. We're approaching crunch time at the bottom of the 5th here as that one swung on, fly ball into right field, and that's a routine play for the Titans. One gone for them.
After that quick out, it's going to bring up number 31, Dakota Hilvers, center fielder, up to bat.
Yeah, Dakota Hilvers made plenty of plays here today.
She has.
The senior. First pitch to Hilvers. Low for a ball. That was a little too low, almost below the knees of the umpire.
It was.
Second pitch as that swung on into the glove of the left fielder.
I thought that one was going to drop there for a second.
I could not see the left fielder, but all you got to do is peek a little bit, shoe standing right there into her glove, and that's two gone now for the Eagles.
That's going to bring up number 35, Bella Thomas, to the plate, another one of the seniors on this Eagles team.
Suriano having a pretty quick inning here as she tries to get Thomas out. First pitch to Thomas, inside, swung on for a foul ball. Only so much time left for these Eagles. That was swung on, fouled off once again. Count goes to 0-2. Suriano's been dealing. Facing a lot of adversity on the road as a 6th seed. Here's Suriano's pitch. Swung on, foul off once again. There's an 0-2 pitch with two gone here. Can Suriano get out of here? And she does not. Far left on the outside. Catcher couldn't frame that one in the zone. Thomas has another life to live at this at-bat. Count goes to 1-2. As that one's high for a ball. Count goes to 2-2. Good plate discipline from Bella Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas is another one of those dual sport athletes on the softball team. She also wrestles and was wrestled in state playoffs.
Wow.
This year.
Very impressive as that was a foul tip. Count's going to remain the same. If Thomas can go yard here, this game would be tied. 2-2 pitch. Oh, and off speed, but does not catch the zone. That was high, just a tad bit high. Count goes to 3-2. That was close.
That was close.
That was close.
Umpire giving the benefit of the doubt there to the hitter.
Here's a pitch from Suriano as that's popped up in the infield. Routine play home. She's going to keep her hands on that one as the Titans retire the side. Eagles don't get anything going in the bottom of the 5th as they go to top of the 6th looking to defend.
leading off the top of the 6th inning here for the Eastlake Titans is going to be number 18, Brianna Ayap.
Ayap trying to extend their 2-1 lead as it's very close here all game long. Not much breathing room in between these two teams. There's no margin for errors left in these playoffs. First pitch, that's gonna get knocked to the second baseman, but quick play to first.
Yeah, very close game here, especially when you look at Eastlake's previous 3 games in this playoff run. Scores is 7-2, 10-1, and 9-0. This is the closest game they've had all playoff long.
That's what happens when you're a down south team, Waylon.
Yeah, you're right.
They're all very powerful. Their division record means nothing. Here's an off speed into the dirt. Goes for ball 1. See many teams like that throughout every sport. You know, they can be 0-8 in league, 0-6, but that does not mean one thing. That one swung on high, and that one is gone. Oh, what a dinger from the Titans.
Yeah, that one was crushed.
Del Busto hits a solo home run shot to extend this lead to 3-1. As the dugout goes crazy and the fans, and that one is heartbreaking for the Eagles.
Yeah, now making this game 3-1, giving the Eagles more they have to work with in these next 2 innings to try to come back into this game.
That one hurts for sure.
Definitely.
Here's Hannah Hosa looking to get out of this one with one gone. Here's a swing and a miss there. Annabelle Hannah Hosa got that boost at. So much power on that.
Yeah.
That last swing. Whew. Mr. Rocket tried to rob that one, but she saw. Oh no.
Nope.
That was too far.
Yeah, landed over by the concession stands out here in right field.
It's a fly ball into the left field. Routine play from the Eagles.
It's going to be
2
gone. The top of the 6th here for the Eagles. That is going to bring up number 1, Jaylene Jenkins, to the plate.
And Hosa's pitch too high there, climbs the stairs. Going to bring ball 1 up. There's a 1-0 pitch coming up, and Hosa, as that one swung on into midfield. The shortstop makes the play on that one as she retires the side. Eagles let a solo shot go through as the Titans extend their lead to 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th.
And welcome back. We are in the bottom of the sixth. Score is 3-1 Eastlake. It's going to be the top of the order here for the Eagles. It's going to bring up number 1, Madison Mizuraka. Eagles need to do something quick right now.
Right now. It is now or never, as their season is on the edge here. Down 3-1, bottom of the sixth. First pitch swung on, fouled off behind the plate. Gonna go in the parking lot, maybe hitting the car, maybe not.
Yeah, we were just talking about a couple innings ago if any foul balls fit in the car. That one just did.
That one just did.
Rather unfortunate.
Some cars driving right now, maybe bumped into the tire, but no damage done from what we've seen, as that one is high for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Siriano pitch here, low for a ball. Couldn't quite find the zone there. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch from Siriano. That's swung on, in for a knock into right field, and the right fielder loses hands of the ball. Mr. Rocket going for 2, and she is safe. Safe at second, lead-off double, and that's exactly what you need from the Eagles.
Yes, that's going to bring up the pitcher, Annabelle Hinojosa, after that great hit there.
Lead-off double, it's huge.
Stand-up double at that. I mean, it was pretty close, but she gets in there safely.
Pitcher versus pitcher, and I was taking his team so far. Let's see if she can make some noise here as she shows a bunt. And that one's past the first pitcher. And that's going to be a positive out as Mr. Rocket moves to third with one gone.
Very smart play there. I mean, great way to advance the runners. Now you got to run on third. Got a chance to cut this lead down a little bit.
Now the manager's going to have a talk with Siriano.
As Tia Nichols will be waiting.
So here comes the power side of the lineup.
Yeah, Nichols then Carr.
Eagles looking to make some noise, and they have been so far. One gone, runner at the corner at third. It's now or never.
So now up to bat for the Eagles, Tia Nichols. Madison Mizuraka standing on third.
Giano's pitch here, and that was swung on behind the plate. Count goes to 0-1.
Nichols, the tying run up to bat, as he is 3-1 here. In the bottom of the sixth.
Dugout getting hype for the Eagles. Pitch number 2 coming up, and that climbs the stairs high for a ball. Count goes even to 1 apiece. Here's the 1-1. That one finds the zone outside for a ball.
Catcher tried to frame that one. Didn't quite get the call on it though.
Yeah, that was a good frame. Got me there.
Yeah, faked us out for sure.
Swing and a miss, and that's gonna retire. No, almost retired Tia Nichols. Just one more strike left to play with. Because as the last pitch was called a ball. That one swung on out of play. Count gonna remain at 2-2. 2-2 pitch, massive at bat here for Tia Nichols. That swung into the dirt, ground ball, routine play to first, and it's going to be a positive play.
Yeah.
Mr. Rockus scores in to get this lead, get this game to 3-2.
That is going to bring up Kaylee Carr to the plate. Tying run.
Yeah, and if there's one person you want at the plate right now, I think this is who you want.
Definitely.
No one on base. It's just Carr herself with 2 outs left, and that's a swing and a miss there. 0-1. That one climbs a ladder too high for a ball. Count goes even to 1-1. Big at bat, 2 gone. You see what Kaylee Carr has, and that goes right past her for a strike. Count goes to 1-2. Eagles still have another inning, but it is crunch time here in these state playoffs. 1-2 pitch, too high. Count goes even to 2-2 now.
Yeah, good plate discipline here.
Two pitch with Siriano. Off speed. Outside, does not find the zone. Count goes to full. That one was tight.
Very.
3-2. Payoff pitch here, massive. And she is striked out. Siriano strikes Carr out as this retires the side as we go to the top of the 7th. As the Eagles are down 3-2. Top of the 7th, last inning here. Titans are up.
Number 2, Giselle Garcia, the junior, up to bat for Eastlake.
That one's too high for a ball. One and 0. Eagles just trying to keep this game at 3-2 and hopeful to win this game in the bottom of the 7th. As check swing, did she go? She did. Count goes to 1 apiece. Big pitch coming up for Hinojosa. Swing and a miss. That's tip. It's a foul tip. Count moves up to 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming up for Hinojosa, and she swings there, bites the bait of Hinojosa.
Yeah. That is going to bring up number 3, Desiree Gomez, the senior, up to bat for Eastlake. 1 out here. Top of the 7th.
Yeah, great pitch from Hinojosa previously there, as that one is low. Gonna find the zone though. Hinojosa found the bottom of the zone in the last pitch there. She tries to find it here, and that's swung on deep into left field in foul territory. Can Mr. Rocket make a play? She does. 2 gone now for the Eagles. Eagles are just trying to get out of this one, out of this inning for sure.
Yeah. That's going to bring up number 4, Ryan Pham for Eastlake.
Pham, one of their best hitters.
Yeah, batting .339 on the season. 10 RBIs off of 19 hits.
As she lets that one go right past her for a strike. Down the middle. Hinojosa's pitch count's getting up there for sure.
Yeah.
But you know she's not letting off. Pitch number 2 coming up. Too high. One pitch coming up for Hinojosa. That's swung on in foul territory. Can they make a play? No, they cannot. First baseman trying to get there. One strikeout away, 1 out away. Getting out of this side of the order. Here's Hinojosa as that one swung on. The same result, foul. 2 outs. 2 strikes. Dugout chanting the batter's name as that one is outside into the dirt. Count moves even to 2 apiece. Two pitch from Hinojosa. That swung on. Out of play. Or in play. Oh, foul ball, excuse me.
Yeah,
Runner kept going.
Yeah.
It was hard to see from this angle. Line was right there.
Great attempt, though, by Thomas to try to make something out of that. Great diving attempt. Couldn't quite get all of the glove on it. Nonetheless, the count is going to stay 2-2 here with 2 outs.
Big pitch coming up for Hinojosa. Can she get out of this one? That one swung on same direction once again in Misaraka, but that's going to be a routine play as the Eagles coming up to hit next. Bottom of the 7th, down 3-2.
Yeah, last chance here for the Eagles. Try to pull off the comeback victory.
Hopefully a walk-off, huh?
Yeah, if they're going to win it now, it's going to have to be a walk-off. Very, very exciting game we have going on here, very close. It's going to be a great bottom of the 7th inning nonetheless. And here we are, bottom of the 7th inning. The Eagles' last chance to try to pull off the comeback victory here against the Eastlake Titans. Leading off for the Eagles in this inning is going to be the catcher, Elaney Storm.
Let's do or die here for the Eagles as the first pitch finds the zone on the outside. Count goes to 0-1.
Both dugouts going crazy right now.
Getting there, absolutely. This is it. State playoffs, this is it. That one swung on outside of the park. As the count goes to 0-2. Soriano ahead of the count already. Pitch number 3, Storm popped up to the shortstop, and that's one gone, 2 left here for the Eagles season.
That is going to bring up number 9, the designated hitter, Ashlyn Billington, to the plate for the Eagles.
Billington previously had a base hit.
Yeah, had an RBI earlier in the game.
Billington swung on that one, but that's out of play. Titans try to chase that ball. It's crunch time. It is crunch time here.
Yeah, John, earlier you were saying it's now or never, right now.
You can absolutely say it's now or never.
Yeah.
That was swung on behind the plate, foul out of the park. Once again, the count goes to 0-2. Soriano and the Titans are happy.
They are.
They're getting there.
1 strike away from being 1 out away to winning this game on the road, making the upset victory here against the Bakersfield Christian Eagles.
0-2 pitch. Adversity's here. That one is into the dirt. Billington has another life to live.
Yeah.
Just a 1-2 pitch. As that one was off the bat.
Ooh.
Into first, and that's 2 gone now. And that appeared, I thought that hit the elbow of Billington. But I guess it just hit the bat. 2 gone now.
The Eastlake Titans are 1 out away.
And their emotions are getting up there now. They're just saying one more. As that brings up Vianney Chavez. Eagles season is on life support.
So now the next game for whoever ends up winning this game will be on June 5th. It will be at 4 p.m. The winner will play the winner of Westlake and Rancho Bernardo.
First pitch to Chavez, that's bunt. 2, second to first, and she is safe. Eagles have another life to live. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Oh, man.
And that is going to bring up number 31, Dakota Hilvers, the center fielder. Known for being a power hitter, has a chance to send this one off.
She hits a homer here. This place is going to explode for sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot left to go. Pressure is on Soriano versus Hilvers. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Oh, she swung out of her shoes there. She tried to go for it all. Oh, she would try to end the game. Oh. Second pitch coming up. Swing and a miss down the middle. Oh, just miss it. Count goes to 0-2.
Eastlake 1 strike away
Yes.
from playing on June 5th in round 2 of the state playoffs.
Eagles are on the brink of elimination here. One more out. Here we go. As that one is fouled off behind the plate. Oh, and 2 is getting loud here. One more out for the Titans. Here we go. As that one swung, fouled off into the parking lot. That one keeps bouncing in there.
Over staying it live in this at bat. 2 back-to-back fouled off. 2 strikes in the count.
Coda Elvers. We're going to make some noise here. 0-2. As that one swung on, popped up. Can this end the game? It does. Eastlake Titans come in here, pull off the upset. Winning the score of 3-2 as they move on.
That was
What a game.
Yeah, absolutely great game by both teams nonetheless. Great season by the Eagles, getting another section championship. Don't quite make it here in the state playoffs, but nonetheless, want to congratulate them on a great season. Also for Eastlake, they will be moving on, playing on June 5th at 4 p.m. against the winner of Westlake and Rancho Bravo.
Gonna be an interesting next matchup. But yeah, nothing less, Waylon. And that concludes this game.
Yeah, and that will do it for this year of BCHS broadcasting. It'll be the final broadcast, final sports game that we'll do. And yeah, overall a great season, I think.
Great year.
Yeah.
A lot of continuity coming up next year. So overall, great year. Fun. Very fun in all aspects of every sport. As we're going to wrap this one up, I'm John Khalil, followed by...
I'm Waylon Hufford. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. And we will see you back next year, starting off with some BCHS football next season. First sport up for the broadcasting.
See you later.